What's happening, everyone? Welcome back to the shop. My name is John McGrath and this is my YouTube channel, Man in Shed. Now it's the end of a bloody long working week. It's Friday evening. I'm just back in the shed and I'm taking the tools out of the van. I've just completed a shop fit out and I'm in the middle of rewiring a very old, very large house. So the tools have taken a bit of a beating this week, so I need to service them. So I thought this would be a good opportunity to do a quick review of this Milwaukee Packout system. So it's going to be a toolbox review. Yeah, I am about to do a tool review of a box, so I'll try and make it interesting. You know, you might learn something from this, you might not. Let's take a look. Come on. Right guys, here we go. This is the offending article. This is what we're going to talk about. This is the Milwaukee Packout system. This configuration I have is the small box, the medium box and the large box, which makes up your base for your truck or your trolley system. It's the wheel box basically. You can buy it as a set exactly like this without any tools in it, or you can buy them all individually. There's simply loads of boxes available for this thing now. There's organizers which are this size. You get a half size organizer, you get a backpack that'll click into this thing, you get a tool bag that'll click onto it, you get a lunch box that can click onto it. You get, they even have a radio now. It's about this size that clicks straight in here. It's a site radio with speakers all the way around it. I'm not sure how long that thing would last on site, especially where I'm working, but it's available. So there's 100 configuration options for this thing. This is just a particular configuration that I have. It's the 3-box system. I didn't buy it as a kit. I bought these individually. I started off with the base system first, which, like I say, is your truck or your trolley system. So this is the wheels. They're roughly about a 9-inch wheel, I think. They do have bearings in them, so it's not just a metal shaft into plastic. They do roll pretty well over fairly rough ground. So I've been dragging this in and out of houses, on and off building sites, in and out of factories, different places, and it is pretty simple to get around. It's nice and maneuverable, easy to handle, which is great. The only issue you will have with it, it's once you fully load these things and pack them up to the last, you have to get it in and out of the van and you have to get it on and off the truck. So how you're going to do that, it's either take it all apart, restack it, or what I like to do is just drop the handle, try and save the back as best you can. You can catch it by the metal bars in the front and just up and in, but like I said, it's a bit heavy, so just watch your back if you do load these things up and try and throw them around the place. That is your only issue, is getting it on and off the van. But it's a pretty robust system. It's unfortunate that the Milwaukee Packout system doesn't come all the time with Milwaukee tools, unlike the DeWalt Tough system. So your DeWalt Tough system, the tools come as standard in the box. Now the Tough system is not as good as the Packout system, but it is a lot better than the standard Milwaukee boxes. I really don't like these things. They feel a little bit cheap and they're easy to break. If you drop them, they smash. But like I say, the Packout system is solid, robust. It's far superior to the DeWalt Tough system and a lot more superior to the Milwaukee standard boxes. Right, close-up look at these boxes then. I'll just give you a look at my configuration, what I have in it, and we'll just go through the various features and functions of these boxes. I'll show you what I like and what I don't like. Starting off with the boxes themselves, they are pretty solid. Like I said, they're really well made. They're a major upgrade over the standard Milwaukee boxes. The clasps on them are solid. They lock down really good. You have a hole here for your padlock. It's reinforced with a kind of a steel washer. You can see the tab system on the top here. That's what your boxes click into, so it's really easy to locate them, to slip them on and off. Every other thing that comes with it then will have the tabs on the bottom, like I say, the backpacks, the lunch boxes, the tool boxes, the radio, any other amount of boxes that you want to add to this thing. To take them on and off, very simple. It's just lift up this tab that pulls a little locator out of this hole here. So just grab that, lift it up, slide it on. You can see there's your various tabs which sit into the top of it. That's what locks it on, so when you're pulling this guy, you're just pulling him in and out. So just to pop it back on, just locate him, slide him in, and that's him locked in. You have aluminum bars in the front of it here again. If you want to tie it down or you want to get some extra security, you can throw chain through that, padlock it again. You have a tie point on the front of the big box. And on the back of it here, you have a fairly substantial D-ring. So you can even put a ratchet strap from here over the top of everything you're carrying and lock it back around to the front, which is handy. Like I say, it's very maneuverable. The wheels are a 9-inch or an 8-inch wheel. They have bearings in them, so they're actually a decent quality wheel for this type of box. Now, in my one, the top of it, I just keep my drill driver set. Like I say, again, you can get the drill driver set and a certain few other tools with the Packout boxes. Now, I recommend if you have the bottom box that you do that and try and avoid the standard Milwaukee boxes, because I really don't like them. They're not really up to scratch in my opinion, but the tools themselves are fantastic. This particular box came with the Gen 3 system. They're the Gen 2 tools in there, so I actually managed to pick this box up off somebody who wasn't using it, which was handy. We'll take this off. I'll show you the next box down. The middle box. This middle box, it's the second largest box in the range. Again, I just have various bit boxes. I have my multi-tool in here. I have the whole hog in here. Second charger, flashlight, various other tools. This box is my only gripe with this system. And I'll show you why. You need to drop the handle if you want to put the lid up. It won't stay up. That's a little bit annoying. It keeps kind of knocking down on you. The other issue I have with this thing is carrying it. So when you whip it off, if you fully load this thing, it's pretty heavy and it's pretty awkward to carry this handle. It just bangs against your leg. The only real way to carry it is with this handle facing this way. And like I say, it's a pretty heavy box. It's pretty awkward. You won't carry it this way unless you want to tear the legs off yourself with these tabs. It's not much fun. And like I say, this box, this handle in the middle of this box, it's a pretty wide box and it's pretty awkward to carry, especially if you're ton weight in it. So yeah, that's the only real gripe. My advice to you is to buy the bottom box and then to get a bunch of these smaller boxes and stack them with all your tools, because they're far easier to carry around. They're nice and light. You can grab them, you can get in and on off the job. You can set it up whatever way you want. Like I say, I have my drill and my driver in this one, which is the tools I use every day. There isn't a day goes by on site that I don't use this drill and my impact driver. So that's why I have it as my top box. So yeah, I recommend get the cart and stack it with these boxes and put all your tools and organizer systems in this one. Look at the bottom box then. It's just a button here to raise and lower the handle. Like I say, the wheels are pretty strong, pretty robust. It's a nice big box. In this one, I just keep my skill saw. I have my grinder and I have my sawzall. The only thing again with this one is just fitting your tools in it. If you don't want them getting too banged up or bashed about, there's not really a good way of setting these tools in, so you just kind of have to dump them in there. But you can try not to fill it with crap, I suppose, because it can get pretty heavy. And again, it is on wheels, but you still have to get this thing in and out of the van. So yeah, that's the only issue really. Slap everything back together. Click it all up. It is as simple as that. So another bonus with this box, when you're on site, you will never be without a seat, and it's actually quite comfortable. And if you have a friend with you, tell him tough, he can sit on the floor, because you will always have a table for making the sandwiches and putting your flask on. So yeah, if you're working in pretty rough sites like I work, getting a seat is always at a premium. So it's always handy to have a box with you, just to sit down for your tea break and your lunch break and just contemplate how miserable your job actually is. And tools like this make it just that little bit easier. So yeah, that's more or less the Milwaukee Packout system, guys. A short and sweet video about a box. Hopefully it's been interesting. Right guys, there we go. That has been the Milwaukee Packout system. This box has served me well over the last few months, so I thought I'd share it with you. Again, my recommendation is get the cart, the big bottom box, and stack it with the top boxes I have there. If you feel like you need that middle box, that second one, it's a little bit awkward to carry around. That's the only gripe I have with it. You can fill it full of whatever you want to fill it with, but it's far easier to roll in your cart and have a bunch of those smaller boxes with your individual tools in them, stacked in them, and you can also get organizer trays to sit into those boxes as well. So you could stack 4 or 5 of them in the space that I have there, and it's quicker and easier and more efficient, and it's always a seat on site, which is happy days as well. So this has been my review of the Packout system, guys. As always, comments and questions below, like and subscribe if this has been interesting. If it's not been interesting, again, let me know. You can always downvote it or just tell me to get lost, whatever. But yeah, this has been an electrician's opinion. Now I'm going to go in and have a beer because it's been a long bloody week, and I'm sick of tools. So we'll catch you in the next one, guys. Take it easy.